it's not pink, mate.
It's pink.
No, it's psychedelic, mate.
It's pink. 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 It's pink.
No, that's not pink, mate.
It's pink.
No, it's psychedelic, mate.
It's pink.
Passion in the soul leaves us feeling whole and untouchable. Redemption in the eyes of the albatross flying high. Too close to the sun, you will die. Burning up, burning out. Passion opportunity for affection will drive you mad. Your devotion to the notion of love keeps you in track. Passion in the sky, you've been flying high. Only in love with being in love. Baby, like a stone, you're falling alone. Only in love with being in love. Passion in the sky, you've been flying high. Only in love with being in love. Baby, like a stone, you're falling alone. Only in love with being immersing, consuming the feeling of ecstasy. It controls those who are weak. You are not free, trapped in fictitious sincerity. Burning love, burning love. Passion in the sky, you've been flying high. Like a stone, you've been falling alone. Only in love with being in love. Passion in the sky, you've been flying high. Only in love. Like a stone, you're falling alone. Only in love with being in love.
Baby, you've been acting strange. Maybe I've been acting too. If we're trying to play it straight, maybe acting ain't no good. You say you wanna try new things. Maybe I could try some too. But when I try those new things out, the only thing that fits is you. If you're trying to find a reason you should keep me in your life, and it's taking you all night, maybe that's why. Baby, it's got me feeling blue. 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 You get so stuck in the past, and I'm exhausted by the new. Try to meet you halfway. Let this moment just cut through. If you're trying to find a reason you should keep me in your life, and it's taking you all night, maybe that's why. Baby, it's got me feeling blue. 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 If you wanna start anew, I could try a different hue.
think there's cases of wants. I found these braces can haunt. I think there's cases of lust. I felt that grease in my clutch. Then there's a case with you that warrants the truth as well. There's something I need to tell. Sorry, but I think I'm in love. Hope it's not a problem at all. Oh, I swear I didn't see this was there. I didn't see it at all. Sorry, but I think I'm in love. Hope it's not a worry I felt. Oh, I swear I didn't see this was there. I didn't see I was stole. With the light of searching for signs, let my time to the unpredecided. I invited day to day, excited by the way I held no expectation. I was just chasing the closest thrill that I could have been with you. It was nothing we planned, and maybe there's magic in that.
is spinning. I'm getting dizzy. My heart's on pause. Can you reach the remote? Get it going. I got things to care about. My heart's on pause. Can you try make it work? Get me feeling something. 'Cause I'm not the girl I was before. Not the girl I was before. Winter, but it's golden. I got lots of time now that there's less that I have to spend it. Running around to keep you happy. I got fire burning that I almost stopped. Can't believe I almost said it when you cut me out. Oh, I'm getting cold. My heart's on pause. Can you reach the remote? Get it going. I got things to care about. My heart's on pause. Can you try make it work? Get me feeling something. 'Cause I'm not the girl I was before. Oh, not the girl I was before. And I'm scared. I've lost the right to feeling it. And I fight for your love when my mind just won't believe it. And I pray for a change, but I didn't see a difference. So I fight for your love, 'cause I think you might relieve it. My heart's on pause. Can you reach the remote? Get it going. I got things to care about. My heart's on pause. Can you try make it work? Got me feeling something. 'Cause I'm not the girl I was before. Oh, not the girl I was before. Oh, started with pretending like we were in the movies. At least that's what I thought. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me pretty lies in my ear. Tell me if it's real. And love like the movies do. Love like the movies do. Oh, I can see you looking a little longer than you did before. But baby, I can feel the tension. Why don't we end it right now? Find a hotel. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me pretty lies in my ear. Tell me if it's real. And love like the movies do. Love like the movies do. I don't want you to go.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Good to see everybody in the chat again. Hello Angela, hello Sue, all our other friends, Shane Field, back again, BION fans. Hello everybody.
How you doing, man? It's good to be here. Big week for me, having lost 4 in a row, including last week's Heartbreakers, so I need to try and claw it back. But yeah, happy to be here. Good looking rounds. Okay, I think I know what it is.
Do you mean where it goes 11 to 20 instead of
11
1
to
to 10?
20? Wow.
I feel like that's the only difference we ever had in there.
Well, we got to do 21 to 30 at some point.
Oh, no, that's crazy talk. Come on now.
So someone says, or a lot of people say they can't hear you, Jake. I can hear you, but I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that we can't hear you.
Oh, yeah, wow. That would be surreal if you couldn't hear Jack. Because we are answering his questions. So that would be really weird if you couldn't.
We're going to get Jake Love back, folks. Don't worry. He is the key to the show. Very important. And he will come.
All right, here we go. Now everyone should be able to hear me. Sorry about that, everyone. You should be able to hear me now.
Jake?
Let's see what the chat has to say if I'm coming through loud and clear.
Woohoo. I'd say that's all right. Okay.
All
Cool.
right.
So all you really said was, hey, Dre, hey, Jono, we sort of talked to you very surreally. I got to listen back to that now.
Yeah,
and
I threw out
you sort of talked about the runs.
Yeah, I threw out some really weird views about the movie Fern Gully for a second, but we moved on pretty quick from that.
And the Mighty Ducks chat, no one will ever hear it from you.
Yeah,
It was very good.
unfortunately. But yeah, as I was saying to the guys before we realized my mic was dead, is that the how many round this week is an interesting one. It's 11 to 20 instead of 1 to 10. So things are getting pretty spicy here at the Believe It or Not quiz. Before we get to that, should we crack into TV and cinema?
Yeah, I guess just tell the people at home how they play the quiz. I mean, most watching know, but...
Yeah, most of you regulars at this point, but if you're new to the game, this is how it works. 4 rounds, 10 questions a round. You can hit there'll be a ponderous puzzle at the end of the round, and you can get points, extra points that way. A list in the middle. We can't mark your answers. You'll just be seeing how Jono and Andre do. They're kind of like chasers in that they're pretty good and are also becoming minor celebrities. And also, you can, it's family friendly, as BION fans has said. Family friendly quiz, don't need to put the kids to bed or anything like that. And yeah, I think that's...
Jake, you're the minor celebrity. The way people were reacting when you weren't here and when you came back, it's a big deal.
F has asked, bet you lads can't hit us with a quick Steely Dan fact.
I mean, that's kind of the truth. I could tell you a couple of their albums and songs, but beyond that, I could tell you that Steely Dan is a reference to William Burroughs' Naked Lunch. How's that? That's a fact right there.
There you go. There's your first Steely Dan fact of the night, and there might be some
That's
more
a good
later.
one.
Here we go. Yep. Moving on into TV and cinema. Let's go.
Let's do it.
TV and cinema. Question number 1. Portrayed here, who is the youngest of the Pevensey children?
Interesting TV and cinema question.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of... It dips its toes in a few pools of trivia knowledge.
Kind of a book question, I gotta say.
Well, yes.
I don't know, that still sure looks like it's from a movie.
Well, a picture of a book would be a lousy picture, but yeah.
Alright, should we go on to question number 2, and maybe it'll be more TV and movie-ish for you?
That was still a good question, don't worry.
One question and you're already complaining, boys. Come on.
No, I liked it.
Give me a break. Question number 2. What TV series is set in the fictional Bon Temps, Louisiana?
What's funny is this is also more of a book question, but it's
no, this one is not.
It is
very much a book series.
I mean, yeah, I know it is a book series, but I feel like more famous as a TV series than a book series.
That is true. Yeah, that is true, but still. I guess everything's adapted from a book at a point.
Everything. Even Steely Dan.
Well, F enjoyed the facts. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to question number 3. What odd-numbered year saw the end of these 2 shows and the premiere of Family Guy, Futurama, and The Sopranos?
Which of those shows gave it to you, Dre?
All of them, but mostly
Yeah,
The Sopranos. I think we had it in the Herald or something like that, semi-recently.
Yep, I'm the same.
Shout outs to the New Zealand Herald, by the way. We do write those questions. If you're fans, click on that instead of the stuff quiz. Thank you. That'd be good.
Weirdly, for me, it was when I read this earlier, it was Family Guy that gave it to me.
Okay.
Yeah, bizarrely, just that was like, I just have a weird knowledge of when that started. Go
You a fan of
figure.
that show?
Used to be.
Yeah, it like jumped the shark of a show like that can. It just sort of became too silly, and
Yeah.
I don't know. It sort of revealed what it really was, but
Yeah. Futurama's good though.
great show.
All right, moving on. Question number 4. What city's tallest landmark does Tom Cruise climb in this film?
See, back in the day, I would have written to you what the landmark is called, but I know now. I got to tell you the city.
Yep.
Yep.
This is a bloody geography question, mate. What's going on? All
Look
right.
at, I'm just enjoying Simon Pegg trying to look like anything more than a goofball in those glasses in the back there. Do you think he pulls off like cool badass spy in this film series?
Absolutely not.
But by the end, he almost does.
Almost, but definitely not.
I mean, he is comic relief, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to question number 5. What name links the 2 actors who are morphed together here? Now, this morph is frightening.
Yeah, what name? Thankfully, the other guy is bizarre. The one on the right. Everyone knows the one on the left. The one on the right is very strange.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
all he did was Firefly, as far as I know. I don't think he was in anything else.
Hey,
ever
He
again.
was in Chuck as well.
yeah, he was in Chuck.
Oh, yeah, Chuck. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Chuck, which is a favorite of my family, the Morgans. They love that show.
Yeah, that was a show.
Yep.
Who was the main guy from Chuck?
Zachary Levi,
Oh,
who you were
was
telling me
it?
about today in Shazam. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just watched Shazam today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. Good film.
I got to see it. I heard it's good.
It's definitely a writer's room watching film. I'll tell you that much.
Good. We'll save it. We'll watch it again.
All right, moving on. Question number 6. What New Zealander played the evil giant flesh lump eater in the 2016 film The BFG? Now, I remember this movie coming out, but I don't know any single person who watched this movie.
Yeah, for a Spielberg film, it sort of came and went, which is a shame. I didn't see it either, which says a lot, I guess. Another art literature question in TV and cinema?
It is asking for the actor, in fairness.
Yeah.
But yeah, famously a bomb. I think it was like a complete disaster in terms of box office. But
I also enjoy that they've got the author of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Matilda. Like, yeah, dude, it's a Roald Dahl book. Everyone knows who Roald Dahl is.
Say his name, yeah, he's pretty famous.
All right, moving on. Question number 7. Named after the world's largest ocean, what was the name of the cruise liner in this TV series?
Everything I know about the show is only because of quizzes. I have never seen an episode, never intend to see an episode, but I know every one of these damn trivia questions.
I'm exactly the same.
It's not a bad show. It's all right.
A little dated at this point.
Yeah, there's some good actors in it. It's kind of fun.
Of course, we'd have the theme song here.
Yes.
In a
Well, it's
regular-
an all-time theme
If
song,
you're
isn't
in a
it?
pub. Yeah, how does it go, Jono, again?
Well, here's what I was going to say. I will sing a song for everyone next week if I lose to Andre this week.
Okay.
That's what I'm throwing down because I have to win. It's been a while since I haven't tasted victory in a long
so
time.
if Jono loses this week, he's going to throw out a song next week.
Yeah, it's going to be I'm on Fire by Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right, moving on to question number 8. I was friends with what fellow actor for many years before we began dating in 2010 and married in 2011?
There are a lot of questions here that in the past, again, I would have misread and just given you the an answer, knowing who this. I know exactly what this is, what the answer is,
Yeah.
but I would tell you who this actress was. Or
John, I feel the need to inform you that you've just turned everyone watching against you, and they now all want Andre to win.
They want Andre to win anyway. This is nothing new.
Fair.
It's because I was up 4-2 at one point, and so I became the villain, and now, no, not so much.
All right, moving on. Question number 9. What American comic book writer wrote the graphic novels that 300, Sin City, and The Dark Knight Returns were based on?
I mean, these questions just like really tie in well with Dre and I so far.
Yeah, though.
I wouldn't say either of us have got one wrong so far.
Beyond Fans has got a point. It definitely could have been like an art and literature, just a literature round.
Yep.
And it would have been fun.
Also, a comic book question. Yeah.
Well, graphic novels.
And based on and the whole.
Literature.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't want to move on because Dre's really defeated my spirit, but we'll do it anyway. Moving on. Question number 10.
Yeah.
Was this character's daughter, wife, or son kidnapped?
That's just a great question.
Just a great question about a great movie. I think adapted from a book.
See, I didn't know that.
It's definitely not.
You wouldn't have thought so. Although, like Die Hard is based on a book, so you never know.
Die Hard is
There's
based...
there's a famous piece of trivia that is actually an urban legend, I think, that isn't real, where Die Hard is based on something like Die Hard is based on a script that was a sequel to this movie. Completely unrelated pictures, nothing to do with one another.
Yes.
But
it is based on a book, yeah.
Well, if we're going down the Die Hard trivia track, Die Hard 5, the awful one set in Russia, that was like a script that came to them that wasn't even a Die Hard movie at all. And they went, it's okay. We could turn it into a Die Hard movie and then it might actually sell. And then,
that sounds right.
And that's exactly what they did. They just, slammed Bruce Willis into it until it came out half-baked.
Yeah, Dre and I saw 4 and 5 together at the movies. I'm not ashamed of that.
I
don't think we saw 5. I don't
we definitely saw 4 together.
Yeah,
I saw 5 with somebody.
4, not bad. Not a bad film.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want a ponderous puzzle clue?
Yeah, 400 watching. Thank you very much for coming out, guys.
Yeah.
Did someone mention Saudi Arabia? How did we get so many viewers? This is good. Saudi Arabia.
Well, we did have Ghost Protocol. I mean, that's
True.
All right, moving on to the ponderous puzzle clue. Here we go. What am I? One of the earliest known references to me is found in the Bible in the book of Nehemiah, although King Henry V of England is credited with creating the first true version of me. I've named this German jazz ensemble who performed in New Zealand in 2012. I feature in the lyrics to the songs Get It Started by Pitbull, You Better You Bet by The Who, and Losing My Touch by the Rolling Stones.
Trying to go through my Pitbull.
Yeah, it's a good thing that you know all of the words to Get It Started by Pitbull.
It finally came in handy.
Yeah. Jono's greatest piece of trivia. Alright, I'm going to get some answers in from these guys, and then when I've got them, we'll go through the answers to the round, and you guys can all mark yourselves at home and let us know how you did.
How do we feel about that round, chat? Tough to gauge for us when something is easy and isn't, but I think we both found that one quite easy.
We like that one, yeah.
Oh, wow. Shout out to Courtney in Northern Ireland from Dan Ward there. That's an international get. That's pretty good.
That's awesome.
BION fans, middle of the road for difficulty or quality? I can't tell there.
All right, I can tell you that I'm just waiting on answers from Jono now.
All right, coming in. Here you go. Oh, and I want to give a shout out, to the Morgan family, the Heatley family, to my grandma. I want to give a shout out to Imogen, Franca, Carrie Ann Mason, the Sewell family, Joseph Main. Got to give a shout out to him. And hit that like button. We have 5 likes. Keep hitting that likes. That gives us everything. Thank you.
Don't
Our
forget.
goal is double digits. Yeah.
Don't
Double-digit likes and no dislikes. Just likes.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Come on, we're a YouTube channel.
That's it. Like and subscribe.
That's what you gotta do.
16. Look at these likes. All we have to do is ask.
Wow, that's incredible. The power that I feel right now.
I hope this doesn't go to my head. All right, moving on to some answers for round 1, TV and cinema. Here we go.
Beautiful. 16 likes.
Portrayed here, who is the youngest of the Pevensey children? It is Lucy in the Chronicles
Yes.
of Narnia series.
What do you think of those movies?
How many of them did I see? I think I saw 2. How many were there?
There might have only been 2.
No,
Am I wrong?
There was 3.
Believe 3.
Yeah, because there was.
Which is weird because they all made money, but they just weren't good enough.
No, the last one kind of didn't.
Oh,
which is
is that
why-
what happened? Okay. Because the first 2 did.
Lion Witch in the Wardrobe, Prince
Killed.
Caspian,
Yeah.
and then they did Voyage of the Dawn Treader, and everyone was sort of like, "What?
Why would you do that?
Yeah, what is
That's
what is going on?" Which
Yeah,
is
come
weird
on, Andrew
because
Adamson.
it's not the chronological order of the story. Anyway, they were
No.
doing it in the order that he wrote them, which is
Yes.
bizarre.
Yep.
Anyway, moving on. Question number 2. What TV series is set in the fictional Bon Temps, Louisiana? It is, of course, True Blood.
Yeah, so I guess I just know the books from when I worked at Wickles, but they did okay, I guess, as a result of the TV show, but still. Anytime you see what TV show set in Louisiana, you know it's going to be True Blood.
Almost certainly after the
Yeah.
books that it became popular here.
Yeah,
They were like kind of cult genre books at first, and then TV show made a big.
If anyone in the chat can name another show set in Louisiana, we'll give you a gold star.
Done.
All right, question number 3. What unnumbered year saw the end of Home Improvement and The Nanny and the premiere of Family Guy, Futurama, and The Sopranos? 1999.
Anyone who got that from Home Improvement or The Nanny, congratulations. Like, that's a gold star right there. That's very impressive. But yeah, Futurama, very famously, 99, just on the eve of the new millennium. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
And
for me,
Sopranos too.
it was Family Guy because I always remember finding out that Family Guy started in 1999 and like 2008 and being like, what the heck?
Yeah. Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, because it came back from the
Yeah.
DVDs.
All right.
Paul and Josh Hearn, True Detective season 1.
There you go.
Well, look, Josh Hearn, shout out always. So, yep.
Hi, chicken.
Yeah.
Question number 4. What city's tallest landmark does Tom Cruise climb in Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol? It is, of course, Dubai's. The Burj Khalifa.
Yes, so because this is early in the quiz, I didn't say Burj Khalifa to you. I said Dubai, thankfully.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll get caught up on something later.
Don't worry.
All right, moving on. Question number 5. What name links the 2 actors who are morphed together here? It is Baldwin, Alec, and Adam. Not related.
They're not related. No, Alec has enough siblings. But yeah, what's kind is you didn't ask us. I mean, we could have done it, but to name Alec Baldwin and Adam Baldwin. Adam Baldwin's not the most well-known name of all time.
Yeah, though I feel well.
I'll tell you what he's in. So you said he was in. Obviously, he's in Chuck and Firefly, but also he was in Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah,
as well.
and the movie Serenity.
Yes, of course. I would say he was. Yeah.
What a get for that film.
What a twist.
All right, moving on. Question number 6. What New Zealander played the evil giant flesh lump eater? It is, of course, Jermaine Clement.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I actually guessed this just from.
Okay.
I didn't know who it was, but I figure he's like in every movie now, secretly.
Yeah, he does voice for like everything.
Yeah.
He was in The Mandalorian and stuff like that. I think, or was that Taika? No, that was Taika. Never mind. Question number 7. Named after the world's largest ocean, the name of the boat in The Love Boat was the Pacific Princess.
Yep.
Great.
Really, I see the cast is good. It's really just seeing Murray Slaughter from Mary Tyler Moore Show. He's in the front there with the captain's hat. That's the guy. He's terrific. He's a great actor. Gavin McLeod.
Gavin McLeod, who's celebrating his 80th birthday in that photo, it looks like.
Yes.
Go, Gavin.
18. Yeah, that's right.
All right. Question number 8. Rachel Weisz? Is it Weisz or Weiss?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I've always said Rachel Weisz, but Weisz is probably right.
Rachel Weisz was friends with what fellow actor for many years before they began dating in 2010? Daniel Craig.
Mm-hmm. Bit of a shock when that happened.
Yeah. How does he look so cool on that left photo and so miserable in that right photo?
He finds a way, yeah.
Actually, to be honest, on the left photo, he looks like a dad who thinks that he's really cool.
That's a pretty good description.
Yeah, in fairness, he's not great on the left either.
But the right, he looks like my uncle. Which is not great.
Enough said. I know all about your uncle.
Question number 9. What American comic book writer wrote all of those things? Frank Miller.
Yeah, Dre and I are big fans of him. That was fine.
Yeah, he's a good
As everyone
writer.
is. Yeah.
Question number 10. Colonel John Matrix's daughter was
Yeah,
kidnapped.
Alyssa Milano.
Colonel John Matrix.
So good. Wonderful film. Some of Arnie's best violence caught on screen.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a better action hero name, right? Colonel.
It's strong. The right amount of syllables. You got the letter X in there. I mean, there's a lot going for it.
And
It depends if you count Johnny Utah. I've always liked Johnny Utah.
Johnny Utah's good, but
Johnny Utah's more a quarterback name, honestly, which kind of works.
That's right.
For a lot of the movie, but
yes, played in the Rose Bowl.
All right, and that's the end of our TV and cinema round. Now we've got a how many, but instead
11
of
to 20.
1 to 10, it's 11 to 20. So,
How do we go on the Ponderous?
you want to see some scores? I can show you scores. All right. Jono got all 10 right, but he's still looking for that Ponderous Puzzle, so he has 10. Andre also got all 10 right, but also got the Ponderous Puzzle, as he said, thanks to King Henry, so he has 20.
Okay.
Takes a pretty commanding lead.
Yep. Not wrong.
All right, here we go. Here's how many. How many people attended the event depicted in this famous painting?
like in the painting, or does it matter? I assume he painted the right amount of people.
Yeah, I
You'd hope
assume
so.
he painted the right amount of people. All right, moving on. Question number 2. How many sides does a hendecagon have? Not really. I don't have much hendecagon trivia in my back pocket, guys.
How many never leads to much discussion? We just sort of sit here and nod.
Yeah, you go, oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
well,
right.
you betcha.
All right, moving on. Question number 3. How many balls are on the table at the start of a game of pool?
That's balls, period. So including the cue ball, I guess it's called.
Oh, you figured out the trick. It was like one of those trick questions that we sometimes throw, and everyone hates us for it.
Question 1 was a trick as well, in a similar sort of way.
I guess so, yeah.
Because you have to include the man himself, So
Yeah, Leonardo da Vinci. I mean,
that's right. You got to include him.
Yeah. All right. Question number 4. Illustrated in this scene, how many angry men make up the title of a 1954 Reginald Rose play?
One of the greatest films of all time. But yeah, this is a bit of a layup. This is fine.
Oh yeah, of course, easy question, but what a great film.
Tremendous, yeah.
Yeah.
Henry Fonda.
This is sweet in the chat. Shout out to Janet and Kevin and Levin and Natalie in Wellington. Michelle Adams sends her hellos. Apparently they'll play together every week and send each other their scores. That's really sweet. Thanks, guys.
That's super wholesome.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Oh, anytime we have less than 500 people, it's always a wholesome, lovely chat. That's all.
They're so well behaved in the past few weeks. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah, you guys have really been nice these past few weeks. Look at the likes. Only one person disliked, which I love. Just keep liking them.
Yeah, smash like and subscribe, guys. Thanks. All right, question number 5. How many prime numbers lie between 0 and 60?
This is going to be my one where I hope I have a number left over. which is kind of the strategy for how many anyway.
Yeah, I mean, how many is around where you can strategize?
Yes.
One of the few. The rest of the time, if you don't know, you're pretty much floundering. Do you guys want a little bit more time to do some calculations in your head, or should we move on?
I'm like writing them out as
I've
we
written
speak.
it
So,
down, yeah.
yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to move on.
I don't know maths well, so I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to see what I've got left.
I'm going to move on to question number 6.
BION fans, my kryptonite too.
How many teams attended the 2019 Rugby World Cup? I feel like people don't really like to talk about the 2019 Rugby World Cup much.
Not so good, no.
Yeah. So we'll move.
We handled it a lot better as a country than any other loss we've had in the thing.
That's
I
true.
guess it happens after you win twice in a row. It's kind of like, all right.
Well, there are two. Like 1991 and 2019 were the two that we actually just got beat. And you can't look at anything else. You can't look at a ref. You can't look at bizarre luck. We just got beat. So that's cool. It happens. And we'd won 2 before it, as you said. So
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right, moving on. Question number 7.
It does hurt.
In Australia, you must be at least how many years old to legally buy alcohol? And I have a video.
You gonna do those helmets up?
Oh.
Oi, brother! How are you? Hey, mate, are you right to drive?
Oh, no.
What are you doing driving the bike?
I'm blind. If you get on someone else's bike, you're taking your life in your own hands.
So good. Anytime you get a current affair clip from Australia, you know it's going to be gold. Yeah.
Well, I mean, only the cream of the crop makes it into the Believe It or Not quiz, right?
27 likes.
The cream of... Yeah, that's the same. Yeah, because we keep telling everyone to smash like, and they're doing it because they love us.
It means a lot. Thank you very much. They love Jake Love. They were so happy you got your mic back.
Yeah.
I was too. We all were.
All right, moving on. Question number 8. How many protons does the element phosphorus have?
All right, this is the other one I'm going to have to save.
Yeah, leaving this one blank, eh?
I was hoping for like a how many majors is Tiger Woods won or something.
No, I don't know if there's any golf tonight, mate. I think you might be out.
The PGA Tour is back tomorrow.
Really?
It is back, yes, in Texas.
All right.
Charles Schwab, Colonial, yeah.
All right, moving on. Question number 9. According to the rules of golf, a player may carry no more than how many clubs in their bag?
Pretty good.
Got him.
Love it.
You thought there was going to be no golf questions. Bam, straight into a golf question. And the last one for the round, which hopefully should give you guys all question 5 as well, if you get it right. How many fully independent countries lie within the confines of this map? 15, 17, or 19? Such a bizarre... I guess it's like all of South and Central America? Is that the idea?
I think that's what it's saying. Like not including Mexico, I guess? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's just us trying to figure out how many there are, right? All right, and the next clue for the Ponderous Puzzle, for those of you still looking at home, and for Jono. Here it is. I became popular again during World War I, and in 1920, the League of Nations held a conference about me. In the film Home Alone, Kevin spills milk all over me. I also lend my name to this brand of external hard drive. All right, and I'll await some answers from you boys. You know it's really good quiz writing when we just throw in external hard drives in there, right? That's quality stuff. Although, I don't think we've talked about Home Alone once.
The Home Alone gave it to me, thank God.
In our
got it.
our movie YouTube live series that we have, where we talk about movies, we haven't talked about Home Alone.
And thank the Lord for having Home Alone in this clue. I can picture the scene vividly. Fuller, go easy on the Pepsi, all that. No, Home Alone's great, but it's just no Mighty Ducks, really. It's good to have Josh Hearn watching this because, yeah, that's the guy I would want to watch D2 The Mighty Ducks with the most if I could watch it with anyone in the world, because I used to watch it with him a lot as a kid.
Right. I can vibe that.
Mm.
How do you feel about the how many gimmick?
In general?
Yeah.
I'll tell you this, when I used to go to quiz, I feared it. When you saw that round come up, it was just, you knew that you get one wrong, you get two wrong, that whole thing.
It's deceptively hard.
Yeah, it's a nice all or nothing, but it's tough.
Yeah, the reason why it's hard is because when you're writing it, you kind of know that they are able to guess it even if they don't know it, right? But that actually tends to make us write them a little too hard, in my opinion. And then if you screw one up, it's real easy to get a chain reaction of screw-ups going, and it just bleeps you for the whole round.
Well, what's interesting about that is exactly right. Like, you either write it too hard or too easy. I've hosted quizzes of how many where every team's got a 10, and I felt embarrassed about it. But then I've hosted rounds of how many where every team's got a 4 or a 5, and I felt bad. So you can't get that happy medium. It's the only round like that in the whole quiz that you can't really guarantee will be about the score you want, which is like a 7-8 kind of thing.
I did always enjoy as a host the bravery of some teams to repeat an answer, which is to say to exclude a number from their answers, but have one twice. I always thought that was clever because
there are only 2 rounds.
Yeah, the chance of you getting both wrong, I guess.
There are only 2 rounds you can do that, and that and TV themes are the 2 rounds that you can hedge your bets, basically.
Yeah, true. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. Whereas, so people look and go, all right, well, I'm going to put, I don't know, The Simpsons twice. I'm going to put 2.5 Men twice.
Because there's that one quiz team out there who doesn't know the theme song to The Simpsons.
I know. That's why I said 2.5 Men, because I was like, well, yeah. Harder.
Should we do some answers?
Let's do it.
All right.
I think I've got the ponderous.
How many? Here we go. I can tell you, mate, that you do have the ponderous. So I'm giving.
Thank you, Home Alone.
I'm giving you a big 8 points.
Cheers.
All right. How many people attended the Last Supper in Leonardo da Vinci's famous painting? 13. This is Jesus and the 12 apostles.
Yeah, similar to the pool question, you just have to account for Jesus with the apostles.
You always got to account for Jesus, guys.
Always. Amen.
Amen. Moving on. Question number 2. How many sides does a hendecagon have? 11. Which, wow, what an interesting question that is.
Just
fascinating, isn't it? Yeah.
It's just the shape, and do you know its name? That's what we got.
That for me was one number left over.
Yeah.
Thank God.
All right. Moving on. Question number 3. How many balls are on the table at the start of a game of pool? 16. 15 number balls and a cue ball.
And a cue ball. Yep.
Great. Question number 4. Illustrated in this scene, how many angry men? 12 of them. 12 angry men. And look,
that's a clip from the Henry Fonda movie, one of the great films of all time. Really amazing.
It's a goodie. Really good film.
Mm.
All right. Question number 5. How many prime numbers lie between 0 and 60? It is 17. Which Andre actually sent me all of them, like all of the prime numbers as well.
It wasn't to show off. I was just writing them out.
No, I know.
As I went through to get the answer. But for me, it wasn't showing off. It was just I had that number left as well. It made sense.
Sozperum says, "Hi, think of Make Believe It or Not. It is fun. Is it all right if you can give me a shout out? Shout out to Sozperum." There
Done.
we go.
We love giving shout outs, mate. You
Yeah,
just simply ask. We're here for you.
We give them for free. Question number 6. How many teams attended the 2019 Rugby World Cup? There was 20 of them, 4 pools of 5 teams.
Too many teams.
I enjoy this that it's a Rugby World Cup 2015 match schedule photo. And has
At least you updated the question.
America's 1, Europe 2, Asia 1, America's 2, playoff winner.
Yeah, it was written probably in 2014, I would say.
Yeah, sounds like some of my favorite rugby teams.
Yep, I love playoff winner.
Yeah, they're really good. Question number 7.
Do
In Australia, you must be at least how many years old to legally buy alcohol? It is, of course, 18.
Yeah, same as here.
Same as New Zealand.
I went over there when I was 18, and yeah.
This is one of those questions where it's both really easy, but also kind of designed to psych you out by making you think like, oh, surely it can't be the obvious thing. But no, it was. It was just 18.
All right. Question number 8. How many protons does the element phosphorus have? It has 15.
Boo.
Why it's number 15 on the periodic table. I enjoy the way that those brackets are written. Like everyone knew it was number 15 on the periodic table. It's like it's 15, which is why. Duh.
My favorite ever was Brendan Lockheed wrote a question that was, is the oldest survivor of the Titanic still alive? And he wrote, no, she was born in 1912. That kind of said it all for me. I thought that was amazing. As a piece of like blunt quiz writing. No.
No, you dummy. Get out of
she
here.
was born in 1912. She's dead. Like,
yeah,
don't worry about it.
Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Question number 9. According to the rules of golf, a player may carry no more than 14 golf clubs.
Yep, Ian Woosnam found that out in the 01 British Open.
You'll have to give us more context than that. I don't remember it.
His caddy had an extra driver in the bag, and so Woosnam, who had a good shot at winning the tournament, was disqualified because of that.
Wow.
Yeah, and so
That's stupid.
Well, his caddy was like, you got to look up the picture of his caddy because he famously was the worst caddy of all time. He would often oversleep through alarms, so he would miss the alarm for Woosnam. But Woosnam said, "You have one job." That was caught on camera. He said to him, like when he had the extra club, "You had one job," and he didn't do it.
That's pretty good.
That's very good, actually. Quick shout out to Jake Babyface Wilson. Apparently, he will love that. So
that's your new nickname, Babyface Love.
Babyface Wilson.
Babyface Wilson.
All right. Question number 10. How many fully independent countries lie within the confines of this map? There are 19. 7 in Central America and 12 in South America.
Okay.
There we go, and that's how many round. But instead of it's 11 to 20. What a twist!
It's a fun twist. Next one, 21 to 30. We got to do that at some point.
Yeah. Are you ready for a list?
Let's do it.
Let's have a list. The list is
Oh.
any 10 of the 20 largest African countries by population, which means they must have at least 17.1 million people.
I was worried at first, but no, that's pretty fine. How many are... Oh, 20. Okay, 20 countries. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to play some tunes. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll go through the answers for the list, and then we'll get on to the rest of the quiz. See you guys soon.
last night late at your house, I think I felt things that I've never felt before in my life. I realized I needed love, 'cause I got the world spinning round in my head, and it never makes any sense at all to me why we have to cry. Happy New Year, baby. Happy New Year, baby. Happy New Year, baby. Happy New Year, baby. Jump the neighbor's fence and hop inside the pool, splashing around, infinitely cool. So many years ago. Happy New Year, baby. Happy New Year, baby. Happy New Year, baby. Happy New Year, baby. It was midnight. On the side of your tent, I saw a silhouette. Happy New Year, baby. 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 Happy New Year, baby.
Hello. Welcome back. We're ready to crack on with the list. I'll welcome back the boys. Jono, Andre, how was your break? How's it going? How you feeling?
Well, Jake, I want to say, firstly, we've had a bit of an uptick in viewers, which might be because we mentioned Saudi Arabia. It might be whatever, but I'm happy to see it. I want to give a shout out. Mike Morgan, my father, is now in the YouTube comments. It's good to see him.
That's
also
his trouble.
It's a big deal. Also, I gave a shout out to Joseph Main earlier, but apparently his whole family watches. He has a big family. I'm going to shout them out. His wife, Ira, and also Linda, Rachel, Amber, Campbell, Rory, Hamish, Daniel, Lizzie, and my favorite Main, Sam Main, other than Joseph Main. I'm going to shout them all out too, and that's it.
All right, shout out to the mains.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and if you're new here, if you've just arrived for whatever reason, don't forget to we're smash and like and subscribe tonight. That's our meme of the night is smash, like and subscribe. So
what's fun is that's a meme that like really helps us too.
Yeah,
so it's nice.
It's a funny meme that supports the show. So let's get some answers. Are you guys ready?
Let's do it.
I can tell you that you both smashed it.
I imagine most people watching will as well.
Yeah, it's not too hard. Here we go. Any 10 of the 20 largest African countries by population: Nigeria, Ethiopia, Egypt, Congo, Tanzania, South Africa, Kenya, Algeria, Sudan, Morocco, Uganda, Mozambique, Ghana, Angola, Somalia, Ivory Coast, Madagascar, Cameroon, Burkina Faso, and Niger.
I'll say this, your pronunciation of all of them was perfect except Tanzania. That pronunciation, I've never heard that before, but the rest was immaculate.
What did I say?
Tanzania.
Yeah, Tanzania. Yeah.
I guess it's like Tasmania, right?
Yeah, that was one of the bigger countries I didn't write. I didn't write the Congo either, but...
Okay, I was going to say, if Jonathan wrote the Congo, I would need you to make sure he wrote Democratic Republic of.
But why?
This is one of those examples where I think a host, at least if they're onto it, if you write the Congo, generous enough to give it to you. If you write Republic of Congo, you're actually wrong, I think, because it is specifically pointing to the Democratic Republic. The Republic itself is far smaller.
It's a funny one. You get a generous host or marker, they don't care, but you're right, at the wrong place, or the right place in some ways.
Honestly,
I'm just hoping you screwed it up so that I could make Jake not give it to you. But...
No, I didn't even bother writing the Congo.
Just hedge your bets and just write just Congo if you see this question again.
Trey wouldn't have liked that either.
I would argue. I mean, strongly.
Okay.
But
yeah, and I would.
If I was hosting, I'd totally give it. But...
I would probably ignore your argument and just carry on. Do you guys want to see some scores?
Yeah, looking at the comments, PJ Gordon needs a ban. Everyone dislike now? No, like.
Hey, well, engagement either way. Come on.
Sure.
Make it.
Let's see some scores.
Either you like it or you help make us the most disliked video on YouTube. Let's go for that.
Next week we'll go for that.
Yeah, all right. The scores are: Jono has 38, Andre has 38.
Okay.
It's a classic, believe it or not, tie.
All right.
Good point by BION fans. Zimbabwe, one of the more famous African countries not to be on that list. All the other super obvious ones are kind of there, but Zimbabwe is just hiding out.
Yeah.
That would be the biggest African country not there, you'd got to think.
All right, you guys ready for some alphabet soup?
Let's do it.
All right. Alphabet soup, here we go. Which D is our third highest mountain behind Aoraki, Mount Cook, and Mount Tasman? Nothing. We got nothing to say about New Zealand mountains?
It's so hard to talk about. For us, we can talk about sports and entertainment. Otherwise, we're in trouble.
It's just a mountain. It's X amount tall.
And we don't want to give each other clues, even though, we should be okay here.
All right, well, I'll move on then. I put in a little surprise just for you two boys, because I know this is something that we've talked about a lot. So this next question has some music, and I hope you enjoy it. Founded in 1850, what P was the first detective agency in the USA?
I know what it's going to be. Yep. Very good. Very good.
Getting around the copyright by using 8-bit versions of the song. We've been saying we should do that.
That's what Summoning Salt does.
Yeah. We've been saying that's what we should do from the beginning, and we've finally done it. And
that's delightful.
It's really good, except for some times where it's really bad. Like there. I just want to listen to just a little bit more.
I love these 8-bit versions. Yeah. Did we originally have just a song by this band?
Yeah.
Good.
Good. No, it was a video which had a song by this band.
Okay.
BION fans, it is quality. It's the kind of quality that gets 556 people here watching your quiz. Alright, moving on.
Saudi Arabia.
Moving on to question number 3. Depicted here, what B is a cryptocurrency introduced in 2009 by Satoshi Nakamoto?
I know Andre's biggest regret in life is not buying some of this.
Yep.
Because he was telling me about it before it came back.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Yeah, this was because it was big once, fell away completely, and that's when it was like one of these. I was about to give the answer, but one of these was sort of like sub US 5 cents. You could get one, and then it skyrocketed again. And I had to spend money on other things. I was too much of a coward.
Well, I can tell you that
if Dre had bought a couple of these, he never would have come to work at BION. So
yeah.
Silver linings.
I can tell you guys that one of my biggest regrets is buying some of these in at about the end of 2018.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you might have waited a little. You might have waited a little too long.
They've come back a little, though, right?
I don't think you lost money, but you wouldn't have made that much either.
Yeah. All right, well, I actually... it's even more of a regret because the New Zealand agency that I bought it through was hacked and went bankrupt and insolvency and all that stuff, so it's been a nightmare.
And Maya still married you? My God.
Moving on to well, it's not like I put like 10 grand into it. It was like $100, you know.
Okay, good.
Moving on to question number 4. What K is represented here? Quite a good flag. I like that flag.
Unique shape. Yeah.
To SSJ 555, yes, it was Cryptopia. What a nightmare. Shout out to Cryptopia. Question. Oh, sorry.
Sir Dabs is giving away the answer. Come on, Sir Dabs. What are we doing?
I mean, it was an easy question, but still.
Yeah, it was a freebie.
I'm pretty sure when that question was written in like 2014 or whatever, it probably
was harder. Yes.
Relatively hard, and now it's like everyone knows what that is.
Yes.
All right, question number 5. What W was the last Kaiser of Germany, ruling from 1888 to 1918?
Sixth form history, very nice. Well, fifth form even. It might have been. When was I with Dre? Fourth form history.
I enjoyed not even trying to remember the answer, just remembering when you learnt the answer.
Yep.
That's good. Good technique.
That's all right, Sir Dabs. The memory is harrowing for me as well. I very nearly did the same slip up.
Yeah.
Illegal? Oh no.
Jono, I think that technique of remembering is called the Slumdog Millionaire technique.
Yes, how does this apply to my life? And how can we make a 2-hour movie out of it? That's right.
Exactly. That will win Oscars.
It did.
Yeah.
Based on a book too.
All right. Question number 6. Here we go. Ooh. What Z appears here on his internet show Between Two Ferns?
I have to know, what is it like to be the last black president?
And you have to spell it right to get the point.
Are we getting copyright strike for this?
I didn't know. I just decided to risk it.
Okay. Risk it for the biscuit.
Good idea.
Easy edit if they do.
The third time would be sort of like doing a third Hangover movie. Didn't really work out very well, did it? Now, I have to say that I've seen this show before, and some of the episodes have probably been a little bit better than this. You know, for example, the one with Bradley Cooper, that was a great show.
Bradley Cooper, yeah, everybody loves
He kind of carried that movie, didn't he?
Which film are you speaking of?
Those Hangover movies. Basically, he carried them.
Yeah, everybody loves Bradley. Good for him.
Good-looking guy.
Being like that in Hollywood, that's easy. Tall, handsome, that's easy. Be short, fat, and smell like Doritos and try to make it in Hollywood. Is it going to be hard in 2 years when you're no longer president and people will stop letting you win at basketball?
How does it feel having a 3-inch vertical?
It's a 3-inch horizontal.
Yeah, what a great
Very
clip.
good. Good show.
I was reading a bit about this the other day because I was watching the bloopers from the movie that they made of it, which is bizarre. And apparently they would just they would show up and the writers would have just written like a whole like pages of questions that Zach and well, that's just the first name that him and the guest had never seen, and he would they would just like go through them as deadpan as possible, and some of them they just are like so cutting that they can't even keep it together. It's funny show. Anyway, somebody, I'm gonna need a full name. I'm not giving anyone points in it for Zach.
After we just talked smack to Sir Dabs. I mean, that's the timing on that.
I feel bad for Sir Dabs here.
Well, yeah, he really got thrown on the bus for no reason. That's unfortunate.
All right, moving on. Question number 7. What sea was the first body part to have been successfully transplanted into a human in 1905? Yep, surgery is a thing that people do. Should we move on to question number 8?
You're the boss, man. You do what you want.
Hey, well, you know, I'm a boss, but I like to take input from you guys, my employees.
The answer is yes.
All right, let's do it. What if are these cakes popular in Australasia, which appear to have been based on a small French cake called a financier? Are these popular in...
I was going to say, I feel like we live in Australasia.
Yeah.
And if they were really popular here, we wouldn't have to tell people that they're popular in Australasia.
It's a classic, like, famously kind of...
Yeah, very much.
Maybe the rest of Australasia is like, oh man, when is New Zealand going to pick up on these French cakes? They're missing out.
They are tasty, though.
Yeah.
Like, generically sort of pleasant to eat.
All right, moving on. Question number 9. Named after an Irish city, what former Navy vessel has been moored on the River Thames since 1971?
Alphabet soup?
Oh, you're right.
Give us a letter.
It's the letter of the city.
It's meant to be what B?
Okay.
Oh, that's so friendly. That's great.
It is, but it's alphabet soup, so we had to get it. B.
That's so interesting. I'm going to stop that thingy. It's the letter B to those of you who are listening. Very interesting. On my printout that I have, it does say what B, and on the slide it doesn't say what B. Strange. Why not H? John Lee asks. It's because it's HMS. So. There you go. HMS what is what I'm looking for. And the last for our alphabet soup round. What C is toasting here to his success? Chris Evans, Chris Pine, or Chris Pratt? That's a good pint, to be honest.
It's a very good pint. Annabelle probably did that back in the day.
Probably. It's very goofy.
It's good. We don't do pints enough these days.
He looks very silly.
Yes.
It is one of the ones that we still do. We don't do any of the like who's seen here frozen in ice or anything anymore, really.
Who was seen here having a shower doesn't really fly.
Yeah. or what water babe?
The water babes are long gone.
Water babes. How? Yeah. How? All right, I'm gonna mark your guys' scores, and then Stephanie, number 9 started with the letter B.
It's nice at BION quiz to comment for those without audio. It's meant to be B. You should have audio on though at this point. I gotta say, like we're so deep into this. Listen to us, please. Give us the listen.
I was BION quiz, by the way. That's a big secret there. Unbelievable.
Oh, was it?
What a reveal. I knew that immediately.
It really is just the three of us on an island at this point, so that makes sense.
And a wonderful moderator.
Yes, that's right. Yes, that's right. Who's showering around in BION After Dark? BION After Dark is just me singing the whole time, BION fans. You don't want that.
All right, I just realized we didn't do it, so let's get that next clue for the ponderous puzzle. Here it is.
Yes.
I feature information about a person, including their date of birth, sex, and place of birth. Types of me include diplomatic, emergency, and family. 2 people on Malaysian Airlines flight MH370 were carrying stolen versions of me. I now last for 10 years instead of 5.
I mean, everyone will get it now.
Yeah,
which is fine. This is how it goes. Yeah, when we do a 4-round quiz. That's it. Over.
Yeah, in a 4. This is like usually this would be like round 6 in a regular quiz.
6 is a lot of points for this, though, I gotta say.
Well, you know, it is what it is, man. Maybe we'll change it. Maybe we'll go 10, 8, 4, 2. Who knows?
Who knows?
All right, I've got your guys' scores.
Likes. Give us one more like.
Yeah. All right, I've got all your scores. I'm gonna let's go through some answers. Alphabet soup. Here we go.
Beautiful.
Which D is our third highest mountain? It is Mount Dampier. Dampier would be the answer we're looking for. Mount Dampier is its name.
Yes.
Not much to say about mountains. Pretty tall.
Never.
Question number 2. Founded in 1850, what P was the first detective agency in the USA? It is, of course, Pinkerton.
Paul, why do you use famously when it usually isn't? We mention this most weeks in this quiz. It's an old BION trope to say famously to ascribe value to something that is not famous. We're going to keep doing it, but it is ludicrous.
It's a piece of rhetoric that just justifies having a question about something. Even though it doesn't really. Yeah.
Basically, if somebody goes, that doesn't seem that famous, I don't know, I've never heard of that, and you go, you mean you didn't know about this famous thing? That's why.
Believe it or not, famously uses famously wrong.
Yes. Ah, nice.
What was the song clue? It was a song from Weezer's Pinkerton album.
Yeah,
Angela
it was an 8-bit version of the song El Scorcho, which is off the Weezer album Pinkerton. Alright, question number 3. Depicted here, the B, which is a once gimmicky digital cryptocurrency, is Bitcoin. I remember reading about a guy who bought a pizza in like 2011 with like 15 Bitcoin.
A lot of guys were like gambling with Bitcoin as well back in the day because it was just you just had it around.
Yeah.
So
15 Bitcoin now is I can tell you. I'll load it up real quickly.
It's about $150,000 US, I think.
Yeah, it'd be about that much.
Yep.
226,000 New Zealand dollars. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Would be 15 Bitcoin, so that's a $230,000 pizza.
That's it.
Question number 4. What K is represented here? It is Kuwait. Yeah.
Little to say.
Yep. Question number 5. What W was the last Kaiser of Germany, ruling from 1888 to 1918, which Jono remembered from his 5th form history class? It is
Even put the 2 on it, yeah.
Wilhelm II.
It's nice to have the 2nd in bracket, but yeah, I made sure to put that on just in case Dre questioned it.
Yeah.
I was gonna. I absolutely.
Yep, so I made sure to have 2.
Hey, there's our 50 likes. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Question number 6.
I have to
What
know,
Z
is it
appears
like
here
to
on
be
his
the
internet
last
show Between
black-
Two Ferns? It is Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah, so you gave away Zach, but you still need to know Galifianakis. So.
Yeah, I definitely didn't give away the hard part of this question.
No.
I didn't actually check if you guys both spelt it right. I'm sorry.
I don't think I would have, but...
Yeah, maybe we can do it as a tiebreaker later. Spell Galifianakis.
Okay, I'll write it down.
Remember it. All right,
Yep.
Question number 7. What C was the first body part to have been successfully transplanted? The cornea.
Yay. I remember this. I know I learned this only from the quiz because I remember hosting it and realizing it's like a way more specific sciencey answer than we actually ever go for. Because this is sort of, you could write I guess, in any other round, and the host would probably give it to, but because it's giving the C, you kind of need to be specific here, and it is.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Like ordinarily it'd be what E probably would have flown, but yeah.
Oh yeah, like a segment of what E or something like that.
Yes. Exactly.
All right, question number 8. What F are these cakes? They're called friands. France? How do you pronounce that?
I say friands, but I'm terrible at French, so
that would make sense. France. Anyway, moving on before we get told off for that. Named after an Irish city, the former vessel is the HMS Belfast, which now serves as a museum ship.
Mm-hmm.
I would give answers for just Belfast.
Yep.
Anyone who was upset. Question number 10.
That's good. For a second, I thought I misread the question, so thank you.
Is this Edmund's Cookbook approved? I hope so. Edmund's Cookbook, sponsor us. Why not? What have you got to lose?
The good book, yeah.
Yeah, great book.
money, lots of money. Yeah.
Wow, no. But yeah. Which sea is toasting here to his success? It is Chris Pine.
Beautiful.
Probably the least successful of those three, in my opinion.
Controversially, in mine, the handsomest. So there we go.
Between Chris Evans, Chris Pine, or Chris Pratt. I mean, he's not a Marvel guy, is he? That's like.
Well, he kind of is.
Kind of.
Well, he's a DC guy, isn't he? He's a DC guy.
Yeah. Who's he DC nowadays?
Wonder Woman. He's in the Wonder Woman film.
The Lovers.
I thought you were gonna say he plays Wonder Woman. I was like, wow.
He plays Wonder Woman. Yes, he's very good.
Controversial casting.
Our moderator in the chat says Chris Pine is stunning. Beautiful.
All right. Was that you?
It might have been that. It was my sister.
All right. Last round. Sport and games. Everyone's least favorite round, probably.
Except for ours.
Yeah. It'll be up there. All right. Here we go. What Triple Crown race typically comes first? The Kentucky Derby, the Preakness Stakes, or the Belmont Stakes? Just a really good photo of a horse there.
It is.
Such power.
Good athlete, yeah.
Yeah.
Underrated calling horses athletes, I gotta say.
Sport of Kings.
Is this your new thing?
Yeah, because whenever they do like a list of the 100 greatest athletes of whatever, the 20th century, you always get like a horse on there and everyone complains, but it's also just kind of true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always Secretariat is always on there.
Yeah. Secretariat.
BoJack Horseman's hero.
Yeah. All right. Question number 2. The games Marvel's Spider-Man, Bloodborne, Horizon Zero Dawn, Drive Club, and God of War are titles available exclusively on what video game console? Jono, how many of those have you bought your brother as a birthday or Christmas present?
Well, that's it. I mean, that's where I'm kind of saved here.
Yeah, every 6 months, Jono will text me and say, have you played this game? Is it good? Should I get it for my brother? I'm like, yeah, it's a good game.
The last one was FF7. He was waiting for the Japanese version of it, but I just got it for him.
Oh.
The remake of it. Yeah, why not?
I think you can download a Japanese language patch for that anyway.
Yeah.
BION Fans asks, why can't your video game questions be the tough ones and the sports be the easy ones?
It's true. It's a good point because the video game ones are more niche, kind of society-wide, sort of.
Yeah,
so
the normies.
To have a functioning question, you need to make it super easy.
That's exactly it. Like you get the normies. I've watched them in the quizzes. They're terrified by video game questions. So.
But like if you know anything about games whatsoever, even like surface level, they're piss easy. They're like a joke. But
I mean, what's funny is that BION Fans' mother underneath them says video games are tough for me. So there you go. Like,
hey.
No reveals.
No, don't be outing nobody like that, Jono. Come on.
That's fine.
All right, moving on. Question number 3. In 2013, this bride changed her surname from Balby to what?
We were playing around in his showroom, and he's like, just try this on and have some fun. Bride's gown, like if you think of it, it was like fairy tale.
Sorry, when I look at you now, I see so much of your mum. You to see true.
Zoe, you are my best friend. Love you unconditionally. Guard and protect you. Honor and respect you.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't show him.
Yeah, that would have been. I think that would have been too much of a clue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Question number 4. How many times has Tiger Woods won on the Champions Tour? To Karen Findlay, the person getting married is a New Zealand sports star who is marrying another New Zealand sports star, which makes it a sport question.
Yeah, you can have weddings and sporting games. It's kind of nice. It like crosses over. We're making good time, boys.
Yeah, 8:45. Should we move on to question number 5?
Let's do it.
I spy with my little eye what tennis star beginning with N?
He's my favorite tennis player. My favorite male tennis player, I should say. I enjoy his antics. I think he's great fun. He just needs to win a major.
Yeah, a major would make him a real name in tennis, I feel.
Well, the problem is like no player born in the 1990s has won a tennis major for males, which is very sad. Like females born in the 2000s have won a major, but no male born in the 90s or 2000s has because the top guys are so dominant. But no, I really like this guy.
They should just play better. That would solve that problem.
I know. It's just sad.
Some pretty big stalwart guardians to get past to get to that achievement. Though.
Sadly, guys that care more. Yeah.
All right, moving on. Question number 6. The largest international contingent of visitors to Queenstown over the ski season usually come from what country? What a question. Do you guys reckon? How are you feeling on that one?
Feeling okay.
Mine's an educated guess, but it's not anything to do with knowing skiing.
Okay. Well, I'm going to move on to question number 7.
Yeah, I think educated guess is right.
What Argentinian footballer is teaming up with the BBC to offer children's Spanish lessons online?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Pretty fun. He's been really big over the lockdown. He's been on Twitch. He bought himself like one of those big racing rigs that all the Formula 1 drivers have been doing.
He's one of my favorite players. I do like him.
Yeah.
Football's coming back next week.
I know. I'm very excited to get probably drubbed by his team.
Yeah, I'd say. And then the problem is you'll get drubbed by them, and then Liverpool will win the title at Goodison. So
I hope not, but
yeah,
we'll see how.
I don't want to see it either.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Question number 8. What game was changed to 4 15-minute quarters in 2017 to make it easy for an Olympic audience to follow, knocking 10 minutes of playing time off the match?
Yep.
Oh, see, now we've angered some of the pure sports fans in the chat. This always happens.
It's very funny. Like, you can't win. You can't win with sport and games.
Nah, because if it was full sport, then the non-sports people wouldn't be complaining. And now that it isn't, it's the sports people. And it's just diametrically opposed. You can't reconcile the two.
They're Republicans and Democrats. There's no meeting in the middle right now between the groups, between sports fans and sports haters.
We've basically, by making it sports and games, we've made it around where people averaged like half. Just getting 5, like they're like, unless we ask questions about like classic board games, which I'm going to do now for question number 9.
Okay.
Monopoly was once popular in what country until I ordered all game boards be destroyed?
I mean,
this might be the easiest
question we've ever done.
Yeah. To ask for that man's country doesn't have anything to do with Monopoly.
Yeah.
At least get a picture of him when he's like young or something. I don't know.
Or like, just put a. Yeah.
It's very generous.
Very generous. All right, and the last question for the quiz. Here we go. Question
Last of
number
the
10.
night. Wow.
What game was invented first? Cranium, Pictionary, or Trivial Pursuit?
Question.
Am I alone in thinking Cranium kind of sucks?
It's not great.
Yeah, it's all right. Like it's not too bad. It's fun if you if a few people have had a few drinks and you.
But aren't like a lot of games fun that way? So there's still an opportunity cost of I could be playing something other than Cranium now.
Yeah, you're probably right. Pictionary is more fun. I had a very controversial game of Pictionary one time where it was a verb, and you know how you just start throwing out guesses the moment you hit go on the timer? The first word I threw out was correct, and my partner hadn't even started drawing, and they wouldn't give us the point. They disqualified us.
It's ludicrous. I mean, if you can get the answer, you get the answer.
I know.
That's the point of pub quizzes. Like the amount of times that teams will go, that was just a guess and we got it right. That's beautiful. That's kind of a nice thing.
Literally, it was the word kick. I'm still
good guess.
I'm still real dark about it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's not a game for Jake Love.
Last clue of the Ponderous Puzzle. Here it is.
Okay.
I'm a government-issued travel document certifying the identity and nationality of my holder, usually used when crossing international borders in New Zealand. I'm also written in Māori. And this isn't a clue 8, 1 point. This is a clue for 2 points. No.
Yeah, I'd say no one's fighting for it. It's 4 points, isn't it?
4 points, yeah, for 4 points.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a clue for 4 points.
Yeah, you should get that, guys.
I think you already got it.
Yeah, all right. And now I'll wait for some answers from you two. And then, actually, I have answers from you two. I'll mark them, and then we can go through. How do we feel about this quiz, guys?
Felt pretty good. I just don't want to be singing next week, so I'm like hoping it's okay.
I don't know how we did in the previous round, actually. I don't think you showed it, but I'm pretty sure, depending on that, I think I've got everything in this one.
Yeah.
Could have used the husband being shown in question 3, but I think I have it anyway.
All right. Well, I've got answers from both of you guys, so let's go through it.
Let's do it.
The answer to the Ponderous Puzzle was the passport. Passport is what we're looking for. Here we go. What Triple Crown race typically comes first? Now, guys, I don't know if you noticed, but I put a sneaky on you here. And
a little bit of a tricksy trick.
I actually put them in order.
Yes, you did. Yes.
That's the order that they go.
I thought it was good.
I didn't notice it, but I was just looking for Kentucky Derby. But yeah, you did. That's right.
That's the order that they go.
Yeah. Yep. Early May.
Yeah.
Usually early May.
Oh, what a cheeky boy I am.
Yes.
All right, moving on. Question number 2. All of those games are exclusives for the PlayStation 4.
Well, God of War was, of course, like a PS2 game, but then they did a new game called God of War on PS4.
Yeah, so they did God of War 1, 2 with PlayStation 2, 3 was PlayStation 3, 4 was on the PlayStation 4. There's a bunch of PSP titles along the way and stuff.
Yeah.
Big PlayStation announcement tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. I'll be watching.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Question number 3. In 2013, this bride changed her surname from Balby to
Thank you for loving me.
Marshall.
Benji Marshall, yeah.
That's good. I just recognized her face. Because, if you gave Zoe in the question, I don't think you did. It would have been easier.
That's a fiery kiss, man. Dang.
It is.
Calm it down, Benji.
Good couple.
Yeah. All right, question number 4. How many times has Tiger Woods won on the Champions Tour? Oh, what a trick question, isn't it?
It is.
Sneaky beaky like
0.
Because you'd think 81, but no.
Champions Tour is for golfers 50 years of age and older.
It's going to get really good soon. Phil Mickelson's going to be on there. Ernie Els, a bunch of guys are turning 50. So
yeah, well, Tiger's got it.
Jim Furyk.
It's like 6 years.
Got a couple of years. A couple, yeah.
I think he's 44.
Might even be less. It might be like, yeah. Pretty close.
Yeah. All right. Question number 5.
He's not going to play on it, though.
I spy with my little eye. Maybe he'll do a Michael Jordan and go play baseball or something.
Yep.
Nick Kyrgios. Is that how you say his name?
Just Kyrgios, yeah.
Oh, Kyrgios.
Yeah, Nick Kyrgios, yep.
Nick Kyrgios. There we go. Didn't know that.
My favorite tennis player.
Yeah.
Other than Belinda Bencic.
He really channels his Freddie Lundberg with his hair, right?
He's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
He just can't quite get it together.
That's all right. He'll get there.
Oh man, good point. Just to interrupt entirely. Good point by John in the chat. The Ponderous Puzzle was kind of aimed at Visa, yeah. Which I think is kind of neat. You could have had it there.
Well, I was thinking pizza as well with Home Alone. I was
Pizza
like, I know it's spilled on pizza, and I know it spilled it. Yeah. So I was thinking all that.
Yeah.
For sure.
I just, because we got the answer so early, I wasn't even thinking about the actual quality of the writing. But no, good spot by John.
Great writing. All right, question number 6. The largest international contingent of visitors to Queenstown come from Australia.
Yeah, okay.
Educated, yeah.
That's what I meant, because just our most visitors in general are from Australia as far as tourism goes, so I figured it had to be. But
yeah, exactly.
My cousin Josh went to Queenstown a couple of years ago, so that's what I based it on. He's from Australia.
There you go. Based on...
Yeah.
There's Jono's Slumdog Millionaire answer for that question.
That's right.
All right, question number 7. What Argentinian footballer is teaming up with the BBC to offer children Spanish lessons online? It is, of course, Sergio Aguero.
Aguero!
Yeah. What a legend, eh?
The best. One of the best players I've ever seen.
Surely he's got to be Manchester City's all-time greatest player, right?
I'd say him, David Silva, and probably Vincent Kompany. Those three are about tied. They're all terrific.
Yeah.
I mean, Vincent Kompany single-handedly won the league for the team last year with that crazy goal.
Oh, what a goal that was.
And yeah, madness. Loved it.
Mr. Battlefield Moment says, I think you spelt Messi wrong. The only...
Messi's better, and so is Cristiano, by the way. Sergio's
the
great.
only Argentinian footballer. Imagine seeing Messi in a Man City shirt.
Could happen.
Could happen. Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, question number 8. What game was changed to 4 15-minute quarters in 2017? It is field hockey.
Yeah, it's a sport that always changes its rules because I played the sport for many years. It's not good on TV. It just doesn't work. So they keep trying to change it, and usually for the better. But it's never going to be a TV sport.
Yeah,
I feel like field in brackets here is too generous. Because I don't think the question specified Summer Olympics, so ice hockey was there hoping for you.
That's true, but I feel like if you say hockey, generally...
Just 2 hockeys. And
what's interesting is hockey in this country, though, is much bigger. So I think hockey is fine in New Zealand. In America, you need field.
Yeah.
Not that anyone would know field hockey in America, but...
I feel like, generally speaking, especially in New Zealand, what John is saying, if you say hockey, you're talking about field hockey. If you're talking about ice hockey, you'd specifically say ice hockey.
That's true normally, but they are both Olympic sports. And if we don't specify which kind of Olympics, it's sort of pointing you, incorrectly in that case, but pointing you to, you got to be specific. I don't know. I don't like that. That's too generous.
Jill Seal, Colin Bell, I do rate, but I think these current Man City crop is just ludicrous. Kevin De Bruyne is also up there. Just a ludicrous crop.
We've also got Joe Hart. Definitely not one of the... He won't go down as the best, but he was very good when he was good.
He was good for a couple minutes, yeah.
Yeah. All right, question number 9. Monopoly was once popular in Cuba before it was banned.
Yes.
By Fidel Castro, who was in that photo, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then question number 10. What game was invented first? It was Trivial Pursuit.
Mm-hmm.
In 1979. Pictionary was 85. Cranium was 1998.
Yep.
There we go, and that's our quiz. Thanks for joining us. Do you boys want to see some results?
Yes.
I know you do. I know you. You both absolutely destroyed the quiz tonight. Smashed it. I can tell you that, Jono, you only got 2 questions wrong and ended on 58. Andre, you only got 2 questions wrong and also ended on 58.
Jono actually only got the Ponderous Puzzle wrong. He didn't get anything wrong.
That's true, actually. Yeah, Jono
That's how good you have to be.
Only took him to the second round to get the Ponderous Puzzle. So, should we do a tiebreaker?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. You guys are going to have to send me in your answers for this. None of this guessing
Yeah.
business. This is a legit
No,
tiebreaker
I know.
to see if
I know.
Jono is going to sing us a song next week.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
According to the 2018 census, what percentage of New Zealand households have access to a landline telephone? Ooh. A stunned silence from the boys.
Is it just a round number, or?
I can tell you that it is to 1 decimal place.
Ooh, spooky.
1 decimal place.
Like actually, or like rounded?
I assume rounded, but my answer is to 1 decimal place. Karen Findley asks, "Is it the last BION next week?" No, we're
gonna keep going.
We're kind of just doing this thing now. We're enjoying it. We have fun every week doing it. And it's, seems like there's a good following of people who like coming along every week and playing along and talking in the chat. So yeah, we'll probably keep it up. All right, I got an answer from Jono. I'm just waiting on an answer from Andre.
I got my eyes closed. I'm nervous.
We did say today, Maximus, with keep it going, that if we get below like 100 people at any point, we'll just start talking about the Mighty Ducks. It's just going to become a Mighty Ducks chat show.
Sadly, didn't happen.
Rugby Kiwi, no, there were 4 ponderous puzzle clues. All right, I got answers from both of you guys. Do you want to know what you sent in?
Yep.
Jono, you've sent in 91.8.
Yep.
Andre, you've sent in 84.5. Guys, in 2018, you think 84.5% of New Zealanders have access to a landline telephone?
I thought it was a little too high when I sent it, but I'm just glad Jono's higher.
I went real high.
91.8. It's 62.5.
Oh, no.
Yay.
Which means another week Andre takes it out.
That's fucking tie break. Yep.
On a tie break. So, I don't know. Maybe I got to go. Maybe we just got to really throw a hard quiz at you guys next week. Cause,
yeah, do it. Go hard.
Well, we'll see how we go. But yeah, 62.5 is...
I thought it was going to be real high.
That's really low. That's actually shockingly low.
I mean,
that's crazy low.
For a landline telephone. I don't have a landline telephone at home.
But you're a youth. How many youths have households? You know what I mean?
I guess so.
I feel like 40-year-olds and over, everyone would have a landline, but I don't know.
Well, that probably makes up 62.5% of the country.
Yeah, actually thinking about that, yeah, probably. Yeah.
I'll do the song, but I need Jake to do it on like one of those Zoom calls where he'll be playing the instrument and I'll be singing. We can do that. That's how we'll do it.
It was a terrible bet, Jonathan, because I had risked nothing whatsoever. At no point was I in any trouble, no matter what the result was.
It's not like Andre had to sing.
The fire at my ass. That's all I needed.
All right. Well, thanks for coming and playing another quiz with us, guys. We'll be back same time next week on Thursday night to do another quiz for you all. In the meantime, I'm going to play a couple of songs to see everyone out. And, thanks again. If you want to get a hold of Andre, the best place to find him is on the Believe It or Not Facebook page, the Believe It or Not Instagram. If you want to go over and follow that, it's BION_SkyNZ. I don't actually think Andre runs that, but that's if you want to get in touch with us. Jono, where can people get in touch with you as per usual?
Shout out to Jono's OnlyFans. It's very good. People can get in touch with Jonathan Morgan on his OnlyFans, yes. And I suppose I'll be singing Bruce Springsteen's I'm on Fire with Jake next week if he can learn it, which it's not a difficult song to play, so we might record a video. We'll see.
Says the guy who doesn't play much guitar.
Not much, no.
That's all right. Well, maybe we'll play that next week. And if you want to get a hold of me, Instagram's the best place for that. JakeLoves.ya is the place for that. All right, I'm going to play some songs, play some great Kiwi songs. These are some friends of mine called the Kendalls with their song Bubblegum Days. and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Feel the morning glow. Hold me in and kiss my skin. Hear the birds above sing their songs of love. In the dawning light, I sit and watch the world go by. I meditate and contemplate, exhale a peaceful sigh. Breathing sleep, velvet sheets, clarity takes me completely. Living in a dream is not what it seems. Living in a dream is my reality. In the darkest hour, I was lonely and so ashamed. Distant memory of a rainy day. The fear of being alone is fading away. Surrendering my pain. Serenity starts today. Breathing sleep, velvet sheets, clarity takes me completely. Living in a dream is not what it seems. Living in a dream is my reality.
Len and Charlie carried me halfway across the creek on a door. And I threw rocks at the German planes when they had to leave me lying in the street. And I spent 4 weeks in an Egyptian hospital. Couldn't sleep for the desert heat and the morphine dreams. But I fought my way home to the South Taranaki working man's club, laughing and drinking 1,000 miles from hell. When I was 19, my brother and I walked the tide as far as we could north. And I wished I'd been driving spikes on the day I lost my leg on the beach in Crete, fighting some other man's war. But I fought my way home seeking 1,000 miles of help. And I'd write to my darling all the things we'd have when I was home. Now I've got 2 boys and my picture on the bowling club wall. And that ain't half bad for a soft night.